Good evening, everyone. Sorry, a little bit later than usual. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It has been beautiful, beautiful weather here, so I've been making the most of it. We have been... Hi, Louise. Hello. Jen and Kim. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, hello. Got here eventually. We've been making the most of it. We've been making the most of being outside. So it has been beautiful, beautiful. I'm not going to say it's been too hot. That's very British, isn't it? It was too wet the other week, and now it's too hot. But it's been lovely actually. Oh, Kirsty, you're away. Lovely, very nice indeed. So yeah, we got a bit of gardening done over the weekend, so that was quite nice. Got a few new plants. Just tidied up a few of the pots on the deck and that sort of stuff. Just added a few extra bits and bobs in there, so that was lovely. Good evening, Kay. Hello, Jane from Perth. So this evening I thought I would use this stamp set, which I've had a little stamp of but hadn't made much with as yet, and that was this one, which is Daisy Garden, and it's a new big background stamp. So I'm generally a bit of a fan of the background stamps. I quite like them. Background stamps and embossing folders I quite like. But yeah, I thought we would use this. And let me put the camera down on the desk. And I'll just grab the bigger... Oh! Block. So it either needs the stamp apparatus or... oh, something I don't know yet. Or one of the big blocks. This is the biggest block. It's an F block. And that is what you will need for those big ones. Or as I say, the stamp apparatus will work perfectly. So I've also pulled out, I had to use these a little. I pulled out the new basic border dies. There is the 6 borders in there. You've got the zigzag, you've got the clouds. Most of them are stitched. In fact, all of them are stitched, and some dots as well. Just pop that back in the right way around so I can see what that is doing. Jacqueline says another expensive life. Oh, you just got back from the grocery store. Oh. Right. I'm not sure how I'm going to colour this yet. What shall we do? Shall we do what shall we do? Should we do watercolour pencils rather than blends? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So if I grab my stays on, and I will just make the screen a bit bigger for you. Rid of me being in the way. There we go. I have to pull the dies out. I know. Okay, so we're going to use stays on. So let's get that nice and inky. and we'll go there, guess. Make sure we put plenty of pressure. Hopefully that's, yeah, beautiful. And we'll go again. Yes, Days on is good if you want to do watercolouring, anything. Don't mix your Stays on with your blends, because the ink will, both are alcohol based, so that's not a good idea. And it means we don't have to heat and box, we can just do the Stays on. Pretty, pretty. So if I grab the pencils, have a bit of colouring. Hey Kayla, how are you? I'm going to do a little bit of daisy colouring. Let's see if we can get this. So what colours should we have? We'll have yellows and pinks. Make them gerberas, I think. So melon mambo, daffodil delight, disappearing before my very eyes, and granny apple green, maybe as well. Some of those pencils came out of kits, so they don't have the names on the side, but I do know what they are. But that's the raspberry as well. I haven't even, Jacqueline's like, well, I'm sold. I haven't even started. Because it's not even 6 a.m. I had my coffee and ready to watch you create something adorable. Ah, you're adorable. Right. Let's colour. Let's do a mix of, so we'll do some pink, let's do some yellow. Nice bright colours. I've got some rainbow glimmer out on my desk as well. I was using that for something that's going out on my blog tomorrow. So I'm kind of picking up some of the colours from the rainbow glimmer. If you haven't seen the rainbow glimmer, this is the rainbow glimmer. Look at that. So sparkly. And the glitter doesn't come off. No glitter. But you've got that shiny, shiny, shiny. So I've picked out colours from here and the granny apple. Oh, hey Kathleen. I said watch and learn. Watch and learn. Let's do a raspberry up the top. And then, if you're very careful, you can get away with using a water brush on your basic white paper, but if you're not feeling so confident about that without it putting too much water on, you can use one of these. They come in a set of 3. They're called a blender pen, as opposed to a blend pen, and they will they're double-ended, and they will move the ink around from your watercolour pencils. and that will just smooth that all out. So can you see that colour moving? And then the beauty of these is you can then just give the tip a clean on your grid sheet. Don't need to scrub it, you just need to wipe that clean, and then you can go into another colour. Perfect. And then the raspberry. Getting those colours going in there already. So let's do oh, what a shame. Kathleen says so the Expressions of Ink class is not next weekend. Next weekend is the 19th and 20th, and it's Father's Day. But the weekend after, Friday night and Saturday night, is the Expressions of Ink class, well, event actually. So it's 7 till 10 Friday and 7 till 10 on Saturday in the evening, that is. And yeah, in the States, if you hadn't already got the paper and the dies, there's a few things that aren't available at the moment. It's been so popular, but it's available here. And the paper is a little, oh no, it was back, it's back in now. I was going to say it's back ordered, but I think it's back in now. So my kits for that event are closed. And thank you to everyone who has signed up for that. The online is still open. So if you've got that bundle or suite and you're looking for ideas, you're welcome to come and join the online class. Details are all over on my website. Pam says, no, we won't have to cut that DSP, right? No, we're just going to bring it along. We're going to look at it. We're going to ooh. We're going to ah. I won't make you cut it. Well, I might. You'll love it. You'll love it even more when we've turned it into some gorgeous projects. And then you can buy some more. You can justify to treat yourself. It's hard cutting into pretty paper, isn't it? But it's better that we use it and get it onto our projects. Okay, so let's do a bit of blending with that. Oh, wasn't very clean. Just add a bit more green on that. We're getting there, aren't we? What colour should we do the centres? I'm not sure. Should we do the centres? Orange or brown? Do them sort of espresso, but maybe not too dark. Let's do a little touch of it espresso. And blend that to make it lighter. So that's early espresso. That brown will go miles. We can do Chandra, that's lovely to say. Yeah, you've done my classes with existing supplies and still had loads of fun. Lots to learn, and you can always go back and do the projects with the class supplies. Absolutely. Yeah, couldn't agree more. I do always try and share lots of tips and techniques, or lots of ideas. And if you're stuck as well, I always try and give suggestions of different ways you might use stuff if you haven't quite got the exact thing. Okay, this is coming along nicely. We see that going with this lovely bright rainbow paper. Do double the value, double the projects. I mean, you're welcome. It's great if you could, you know, that's the thing as well. You can use the ideas and case, as they say. So copy and share everything, or copy and selectively edit, or whatever you want to term that. Right, and that is those. You're quite right. Andrew says, looking forward to seeing your amazing creations. I'll be not functioning that hour of the morning. I don't blame you. I wouldn't be either. It's super duper early for you, isn't it? I'm giving that a fairly firm press just to get that depth of colour in the centre, and then you can really just blend that out quite quickly. Well, you know, don't need to with that blending brush. What colour should we have that one? Should we do? Oh, seems to be. I spoke to my mum earlier, and she's suffering terribly with hay fever, but I think it's caught me a little bit this evening. Sorry if you're. Let's do. Just if colouring is your, you can. I mean, I've seen some cool cards with just this stamped in one colour. It looks nice. You don't have to colour this every time, but if you like colouring. I love daisies. I love daisies and gerberas. So pretty. I've gone quite. You could tone the green down if you wanted and use a little bit of the old olive. So if you wanted some darker tones in that as well, you could add a little bit of extra with the watercolour pencils and then just blend that in too. Don't have to just stick to the one colour, but I'm trying to keep it more bright to go with the rainbow paper. This is a tip and raw local honey. Oh, my go-to is Kids Puritan because I like the minty flavour. It's like a syrup. I think, or if I start to get like an itchy throat or anything with my hay fever, I have a bit of that. Clearly I don't have really bad allergies because I'm sure that would not even touch the sides. But Let's do that one in pink as well to lift that. I'm not kind of colouring every petal. And I can just blend that. Who's got this stamp already? Have you had a play? I keep my water, Andrew says must get them out. I keep them in a little pot not too far from my desk. They're on the top of my ink caddy actually. And kind of seeing them there reminds me to use them. I think if I tuck them away in a drawer or something I would forget. Says just arrived. It hasn't seen ink yet. I know I've got a few sets still from the new purchases that I haven't quite worked my way through yet. I had to have them though. They're on my work in progress list. There to do. Right, that's nearly there. Looking nice and bright, isn't it? It's getting there. And I'll do these kinds of things if you thought I really just if you are away, like we went away camping the other week, that's exactly the kind of thing. If you stamped out, you know, 5 of these or something and took a pencil case with some watercolour pencils and a blender pen, ideal for on the go if you wanted to be doing something that you could then later use on your cards. I always think that's a great idea if you're travelling, rather than to try and make the whole thing up, because you never have all the things that you need on hand, or the one thing that you want when you're away. And I find I get a bit, not disheartened, but if I go with the intention that I'm only going to be able to colour 10 of these backgrounds or something, then I feel like I've achieved what I was planning to do. And back in the days when we were allowed out to places and Joshua was younger and we were going to like soft plays and things, I'd take this kind of thing to sit and do, having a coffee. Ooh. Easy to transport. I have bought the pastels, haven't played with them yet. I've opened them, looked at them, and then put them away again. I do need to do that. And Kathleen says, did I purchase a new floral embossing folder? I haven't, but it looks stunning. It looks very, very nice. It was it's definitely on my list. I think we are nearly there, aren't we? So now we don't want to chop too much of our hard work off, but I'm going to okay, no pressure, Kirsty. I have the pastel on waiting for me to show you what to do. I need to have a play around for sure. Oh, I've got ice in my drink and it's now dripping. Condensation everywhere. Right, let's grab the borders. We could do maybe like that, or with this one here, which I quite like. Might go that one on this card and then we'll come back to that one maybe. So let me show you. I bring in, okay, let's move you up a little. So we're going to run that through. Like I don't want to cut too much of that. So there. Has then cut that, oh, excuse me. Right, let's bring that back down a little. Look at that. So you've got the stitching running along that edge, and we've gone with a shape. I am going to cut. Cut that glimmer. How much of that do I want? So a chunk of that glimmer going that way. Glimmer is so pretty. Pretty. I'm going to sit that on there. And I could have one that way as well. Oh, then we want like a big what do we want? We could glue that on there and then pop that up on dimensionals, couldn't we? What does that measure? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We will do that down. I probably could have got away with a slimmer chunk of that, but I'll go with it now. I'll cut it. So those 12 by 12 sheets of the rainbow glimmer, you get 2 in a packet, 12 by 12. And they're both the same. I want that slightly higher. Just going to grab the card base and then I can figure out where that is going to sit exactly. I should have just stuck that glimmer onto the card base. I don't know why I thought to. Gives an extra border, I guess. So yeah, it does need to come down. I might trim that little bit off the top. just so we've got a little bit of extra scene with that. I could even chop a little bit more actually, shall we? I'm tempted. I want to see more of that pretty glimmer. I'm going to do that. I'm okay that those top bits have gone. And it gives more of that space, which is better. So that's going to glue down. Let's glue that flat. And then we can pop this on our dimensionals. And just enough to make sure all the edges are covered. That's going to sit in line with that layer there. There we go. So we've got card going that way. Pretty. Then we want a sentiment, don't we? So, shall we do? What shall we do? Should we do thank you or happy birthday? How big is that one? I've got, oh, nearly had an avalanche. What kind of, let's do, oh, these have popped out. Hello, friend. Happy birthday. Happy. Let's have a little look and see. I want to use happy birthday like that. Maybe like there, which was kind of then pick out Stamparatas. Oh, thank you. Some lid on our glue. So we need the mat, and I get a fresh grid sheet out. And put the magnet off the back. If we have that there, we can trim that down afterwards, can't we? Shall we go? Memento maybe? So the beauty of using the Stamparatus means I can make this really nice and sharp back. I do wonder if my stamp has got a slight dip in it, because I always have difficulty with that. Oh no, that's gone okay. Just me. Just me. Right, let's then, should we have a nice bright pink? Should we have Melon Mambo? Happy. Oh, Joe sounds perfect. Hazel says late to the party, but a doze was nice. Oh yeah, we had a busy day. Right, just line that up, and we can then put it to one side somewhere. Let's see. I might end up chopping this down a little bit more, but we'll see what this does. Oh, we went strawberry picking this morning. So lovely. There's so many as well. We literally had baskets of strawberries in minutes, not very long. So yeah, I think we will eat a lot, but I think I might make a little bit of jam as well. But the last lot of jam I tried to make didn't set very well, so I need to do a little bit of reading. But I did look up a couple of recipes and it just said X amount of fruit with X amount of sugar and boil. So we'll see. Jacqueline says use clear embossing after the black and these big words and it looks very nice. Oh yeah. And we've got our black embossing powder as well, haven't we? I bet that would look lovely. This one is called Biggest Wish. It's that one. It's got the little pluses on there, but then all 5 words in both fonts. So handy. Oh, Deanne, I like your thinking. Annette's there as well. Liquid jam as topping on ice cream. Oh yes, that sounds like a good shout. It really won't go to waste because I've got a pan full that I cut up earlier, and still loads in the fridge. I'm thinking that's going to be too not what I had in mind. So let's do a little snip of that, and we need Happy. Don't know. What do you reckon? It's too big, isn't it? I think so. Too big. I like that and that, but not for that. Let's pick out a different sentiment. I have got my little, yeah, fussy cut for sure. See here, look, your kindness means more than you could ever imagine. Love that one. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Could just have that actually coming out from that edge. If I just snip off that, there, that's better, isn't it? That's nice, but too big. We'll keep that for another project. Just do that. There we go. 10-fold card. Excuse Excuse me. It's got to that time of the evening. Sneezing. Shall we? What time is it? 9:20. Thank you, Kat. Shall we do another very quick one? And maybe good. Yeah, let's do. So 3, let's try that bit. That piece. Hay fever, Rushdie, yeah. I was absolutely fine earlier and it's suddenly just come on this evening. It's just caught me, but I spoke to my mum earlier and it got her throat was really bad and everything, and so I think it is. So I'll be fine. Funny how it just sometimes catches me. Right, let's take a little bit off that. I have that there. I'm going to have a little of that showing, so it's not too much. So that's 3 inches by 4.5. So if I just come in 2, 4.5, just come in by 1/8 of an inch, maybe a bit more. Let's come in a full 1/4 of an inch. I think that's enough. You can still see a lovely rainbow around the outside, so we can see that, can't we? And then how about stamping in grey? Let's give that a clean. Stays on generally requires stays on cleaner. However, I'm not going to do that right this minute. I'm just going to take the worst off, or anything that's on the top there. I mean, not a lot's going to come off because that's water, but just make sure that the worst is off. And then stamp it with snappy slate. And should we do that? I won't do it directly onto the card because I've just mucked the card up. It will need to be onto a layer. Let's stamp that. Like so. And then I know most of that is being covered. I might make that a little smaller, not loads, but a little smaller. And then not quite so much is going to be covered. I'll take one off that. There we go. We can see some actual daisies out that side. I've already had a nice border. Better. There we go. And then we want some daisies to fit on that, don't we? Let's go ahead and glue that down. glue that panel down in the middle as well. I'll just hold fire on that for the moment. I might tie some twine around. I might tie some something. Let's see. Shall we colour with blends maybe. Let's have a little. I know. I should have cut it out. Really, I know. I should be more frugal with it. Really. Okay, so I've got 3 of those. Look at all that pretty glitter paper, and then we're covering it up. Shall we have do we have daisies? Shall we do yellow centres and then just a little bit of grey, couldn't we? Or we could go colours to match these backgrounds. Decisions. I was thinking I should have, Emma. I should have really. I should have cut out the middle bit to make the most of it. I will on the rest, I promise. I don't know if this is going to be too dark. Let's see. Morning, Marie. Very early for you. Right. What do we think? Quite like the purple. That is what have I picked up? Oh, raspberry blends. Or you could use blackberry bliss. That looks quite nice around there actually, doesn't it? Quite nice. I'm not using that. Let's do, yeah. I think I'm still tempted to do brown centres. This is where it's just morning, Donna. Catching me on YouTube as well. Hello. So let's give that a little darker middle. Flicks of colour. There we go. I'm not going to blend that out. I'm just going to go with the flicks to keep that texture. Let's push that. Yeah. okay, I suppose. Let's see. Let's cut it out and we'll see. I think the grey almost just, it's a bit no line, isn't it? I think it's kind of almost lost. It's all right. I think I prefer it with the darker lines on that one with the purple. Can't make my mind up. What do we think? I might stamp some with stays on. I'm not really loving that. Do that. Let's do the stays on. Let's just swap it about. I think then I'll be happier. Girls going down that with the grey and everything. No. Oh my goodness. Right, let's do purple. Oh, is that more gorgeous grey? Oh, no, it's not. Gorgeous grey. We want razzleberry. I've tidied you away already. Why did I do that? There you go. Found you. Oh, Deborah, you're doing the birdhouse class. Oh. Love that class. Classes. So I've got my expressions and ink coming up the weekend after next, and then the following weekend I have got You're a Peach class. That is a Saturday morning UK time, but videos, PDF and replay are available if you purchase the class, and if you purchase the tutorial, which is just the video and PDF after the class has happened, you will not have the live event as part of that. So I can add in reason to purchase the class, because then we get to craft together on Zoom, which is always fun. Let's do might have that flower as well. Fruit flies. All that fruit we picked earlier. Is anyone crafting along? Deborah's making her birdhouse class at the same time. Is anyone else busy crafting? Or are you just relaxing for a Sunday evening, or not quite woken up yet on a Monday morning? Okay. Should I do that one as well? Maybe. No, I won't. Hello, Linda. Love it. Jackie says a copying with the sunflower set. Not helped by me throwing out ideas and then starting again, but that's lovely to hear. The sunflowers would work beautifully. I'll have a little trio of these, and then we'll do want some green on that, don't we? Little. Oh, so I tried to sort life admin out. Oh, that's never fun, is it? That's not one of the fun jobs, but it's essential. That's funny, Andrea. My bedside light has switched itself off because it thinks it's too early. It probably is too early. Oh, bless your heart, Jacqueline. Some of them are there, but I'm not always the best at remembering to do that. So there is a tutorial section on my blog, but no, not all the classes are there. The birdhouse one was fun. We did a little 3D project, a fancy fold and a card. The fancy fold was a little tricky, but we got some good results in the end, I think. Right, we're just going to fussy cut this out because it doesn't have dies, because it's a background stamp really. I'm just using the daisies or making them into more sort of gerberas with the bright colours. Gosh, it's so warm this evening. It's been lovely. I'm not complaining. It's I'd far rather that we have this beautiful weather than it be cold and rainy and horrible. But it's been a warm one. Just don't make me have to buy that stamp too. It's so pretty. If you don't mind a bit of fussy cutting, these daisies are lovely. And once we've got this, we're just going to layer these pretty simply actually, and put a little sentiment over the middle, but we can maybe tie around. I don't know. I don't want to detract too much from that gorgeous rainbow glimmer. Kind of want that to be the accessory. Oh, they do, don't they, Sue? Gardens need some rain. I have quite enjoyed the sunshine. Right, there we go. So we get this little trio going of these. Should we have that way around? Oh, we've stuck that already. Can't change my mind. Whoops. That was hours ago. Sorry. Been busy chopping and changing my mind about Daisy since I stuck that down. Yeah, I'm glad I swapped that out. Look, just not got enough definition, has it? I don't know. It's all right, but much prefer that. Let's do. What about? Do some. A little bit of layering, couldn't we? Is that what? That piece of white measures 6 centimetres now. I've chopped it down. So let's cut a couple of pieces, 6 centimetres. We can. Don't know. Indecisive this evening. It's not really the full border. Oh, bless you, Jacqueline. If you had to break up an image is amazing. Ah. Oh, yeah, I could use the birthday bit of earlier. Yes, nice. Right, let's do a little bit of colour on that. Don't know what my brain's doing, honestly. It's a worry. It's a worry. Right, let's do that on there. And we'll cut that out as well. Good to get you on to keep me on track with the reminders of things. Birthday of me. Good shout, Andrea. That little scallop piece. A couple of layers. We've got a birthday going. That fits perfectly. It's all coming together. This is exciting. Right. Just need a happy, don't we? Look, we've got some scalloped edges. Look at that. Love it. Right, so shall we do what colour happy birthday? Should we do Bermuda Bay in the happy? Let's do let's do happy. That ties in with that on the background. It's got purple at the top, then the Bermuda Bay. That will need cutting out. And oh, let's get that. I'll cut around the edge, but not on the inside of the H or the Y, because even I don't have time for that. And I love my fussy cutting, but that is a step too far. Especially on such a tiny, well, relatively tiny stamp. What gems have we got to go on here? Got some sparkle somewhere, I'm sure. See, we've made use of our birthday as well. Thank you, Andrea. Whoop. Have that there, can't we? It's coming together, isn't it? It's coming together nicely. There we go. It's a bit bright and bold, isn't it, with that glimmer? Do you like it? Oh, thank you. do glue on that one. In terms of lining this up, I'm looking more that the border on that side and at the bottom is square, because this piece will then mask the fact that that doesn't come long enough. So that's then when we can match up our borders. Just enough glimmer showing. I know, it's a shame to cover it up because it's so pretty, but actually then I think it still does its job, doesn't it? Still kind of isn't too overwhelming then. There we go. Should we pop that up on some dimensionals? Need I ask? So I probably would as well. So I just was being a bit quick on here, I suppose. I think I would take the time if I was doing it. Or I might die cut some bits out of it before I used it. Be surprised how far the 2 12x12 sheets go though. Oh, I've got some people joining on YouTube. Welcome over there. Lovely to have you. Just a couple of dimensionals on that actually. I haven't gone all over that. There. Let's pop that daisy on a dimensional, and then that one can just tuck behind. Might need to pull that. I should have stuck that before the one with the dimensional, really, had I thought about that. But can always come back up though, can't it? And there, let's get that in the right place, and we can stick that on. Whoop, get a little bit of glue. There. Happy with that. Twine, 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 twine. Shall we have some twine? Look, we've got black. Could have a little black bow. Or could have some silver or gold. I've got some lovely silver. Could tuck a little bit of that under there, couldn't we? Don't know. Not sure, not sure. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know, don't know. A little bit of silver. We can have a little bit of silver, couldn't we? Let's see what we can do with this. I love that you're all encouraging me. Gems, twine, accessories, more. Let's pull that little dude up and we can maybe see if we can get a bit of twine under there. Look at that, perfect. That's happy with that. Let's get a little glue dot and help that stick back down. Jacqueline says she liked the back. I think I would have liked the black had I tied it around this before I stuck it down. Didn't dislike it. I just wasn't able to do what I wanted with it, which was to tie it around the panel. So I'm going silver to tie in with the grey, and it just gives a little bit of something without having to do bows. There we go. So let's see what we can find in way of gems. Let's see, what have we got? We've got good old rhinestones. What colour gems have we got? What about the purpley ones on those, and that's the in colour jewels. I've got loads Oh, look what I just found. What about these? These are the ones where the name escapes me. Artistic Blooms, maybe? Look at those. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. A little bit of pink shimmer. Going all out glitz and glamour on this one, aren't we? There we go. A little bit of purple shimmer in those. They are, love these. I've used them so much. We just tone in with so many different things. I love the colours in them. There you go. We've got 2 cards made. And look at that, haven't run over loads. Let's do that and that. Let's see if we get there. That I'm all hay fevery. We like those. So that one, the layout was cased, I have to say. I didn't say it when I was making, but on page 77 of the catalogue. Totally different card, but can you see there? This one has got this shape, and I've just replaced that background and stretched that image, and that's why I was kind of going for a larger image, but it was too big for this card. So I'm really pleased with how that then has turned out. And then this one here, using the other colours of the Glimmer. I say other colours, they're all on the same sheet, but you've got the greeny blue tones to one end and the purpley pink yellow to the other end. And then that's just cutting out some of those daisies from that background stamp and just matching in the colours from the rainbow paper. And we've used our big birthday as well on there. So there we go. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. It's always a pleasure to have you join me. As I say, I've got classes up on my website, so if you'd like to join, if you've enjoyed those cards and you'd like to join for a class, then I'd love to have you come along and join us for a class. The class is live on Zoom, and then there's PDFs and videos for after, so even if you can't make the date, you can always watch the videos and follow the PDF. Once the date has happened, they're then available at any point, so you can come and join along. Thanks so much. I've loved making them, actually. A bit of relaxing colouring. It's been really lovely to get the old watercolour pencils out. So there you go. Have a lovely week, whatever you are up to. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful weather we're having, if you can. And I will see you for another live next Sunday evening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye.